need to know. We only need to know because we can't meet their own damn specifications if we don't know what they are. You get back on the phone and tell them that I'm going to back-charge them $5,000 a day starting this very damn minute. For every day I've got those guys sitting on their tails waiting to find out what to do next. You can't tell that guy that in this business.
Yes, sir, that project is classified as top secret. No sir, it isn't my responsibility to say whether or not a project should be classified. That judgment is left to the engineering officer. Yes, sir, it says here in 256-C that such information is available to those who establish a reasonable need to know as described in SR 280 PRVN 5 SAC3. Yes sir, glad to be of assistance.
Wait till Ben hears this. Sorry Ben, no luck.
Oh, it's okay Stanley. I was just trying to save us some trouble. Actually, we can figure it out from the specs. It's take a few days, but we can do it. But we could do a better job if I knew what they gonna use it for, what kind of conditions, how far from basic supply sources, how much continuous operation, and so forth. You know, I bet that Taney Boat really wanted to find that stuff, could do it, and I'll bet that the other side knows everything about it that's worth knowing. Sometimes, I get the feeling that the main point of all this security stuff is to keep our own side in the dark.
No, Ben. I think you've missed the overall systems strategy here. When I was in the Intelligence Corps, it was stressed in the officer training program information is guarded. Yes, the enemy probably could get any single item of information they wanted, if they wanted it badly enough. But security kept them from getting enough pieces to fit the big picture together. That's why every piece, no matter how trivial it might seem, has to be guarded in the same manner.
Well, Ted, that may be what they told you, but I had some experience on guard duty in a secret military equipment depot. From what I saw there, I'd say that Ben is closer to the truth. During the war, I was a corporal assigned to Engineer Corps Lassen at another agency. Not very exciting, but better than getting shot at. Like all soldiers, I had to pull guard duty. But unlike most, I had security clearance because of my other work. So here's this depot full of stuff dreamed up by another agency's technical warfare specialists. And all classified secret. You wouldn't believe the things they had parked in there. Hey, how's that strike you? Here's all this tall frame scaffold sitting on top an earth-moving rig. There's this 3 or 4 ton weight that's supposed to be hoisted up to the top of this frame. About 20 feet in the air. The weight has a pointed rod underneath it, and the whole idea of the thing is to punch holes in enemy roads to plant charges. You hoist the weight, let go, and zonk. It punches the rod through the pavement. Then the demolition guys run up, stick the charge in, and it's done. Just one thing wrong with that gadget. Most roads are banked a little. And more often than not, about the time the 4-ton weight gets to the top of the 20-foot scaffold, the whole business falls over on its side. No wonder it was never used in combat. The thing would have spent most of the war like a beetle on its back. Come to think of it, I don't even know for what war they were built, or how long they'd been there. There were lots of other things in that secret depot just like that. In fact, if there had been some way to get the enemy to put those secrets to use, hostilities would be over a lot sooner. I finally figured out that those machines were classified. Because another agency didn't want our side knowing what they had been up to.
You mean the security the project director at the agency has in mind is his own job security? Ha ha ha, that's pretty good. Come to think of it, there's a few things around here that I'd like to have gotten classified myself. Ha ha ha.
The kind of thing you're talking about may have happened in a few isolated instances, but as a general rule, that's not the case.